So how many sets and reps should you be doing? Depending on your goal. If your goal is to gain strength and gain power and gain explosiveness, you should be focusing more on the bottom where you're doing a little bit less reps, higher weight, and more sets. That way, our volume isn't too high. We're able to push very intense during those sets. But again, look, your intensity is very high. So you're not just doing 3 or 6 reps with light weight, you're pushing that weight. Now let's say you just want to become more active. You want to become more fit, maybe want to shed a couple pounds and just get a good sweat. Then you can focus a little bit more on the less intense exercises, less intense sets, such as 1 set of 20, maybe 2 sets of 15 with a little bit of lighter weight, just get that heart rate up. If you haven't exercised in a long time, and those sets will also still be challenging just because it's doing a little bit more than you're used to. Now the middle part is where it gets tricky, and this is where I wanted to make this video for. If you are in that 3-set, 4-set range of should I be doing 3 sets of 10, 3 sets of 8, or 4 sets of 6, 5 sets of 5, and you're wondering what you should be doing, this is really where I want you to focus on what is your specific goal. If you're trying to become a little bit bigger in size, you're going for more hypertrophy, maybe you're in the off season, maybe you're trying to get bigger for that next season of sport, then you should be focusing on probably 3 sets of 10, maybe 4 sets of 8 to 10, 4 sets of 8 to 12. This way, your volume is high, your intensity might not be the highest, but your intensity is still high, and you're able to do that high intensity for a lot of sets and a lot of volume. That way, we're building on a little bit of strength, but we're also building on size and hypertrophy. If your goal is to get stronger, a little bit more explosive, and add a little bit of power, maybe you're in season, maybe this is pre-season, about to become season, then I would focus a little bit more on the 4 sets and doing a little bit less reps such as 5, 6, maybe even pushing it down to 4. That way, you're not doing as much volume, but in those sets that you're doing them very intense. Now something I want to do as a disclaimer, I know that we like to max out in PR. Somewhere I would stay away from is if you're trying to build power in season, I would stay away from the rep ranges anywhere 1 to 3. I think that's, in my experience, too low and too risky for someone doing that in season in their sport. Save that for off season and save that for a time where your body can have an optimal amount of rest. So I hope this chart helps most of you guys. Again, remember what your goal is and figure out how many sets, how many reps per set, and what your total volume should be for your specific goal.